I think the first thing to remember is that there is healthy attachment and then there is unhealthy attachment. And I would define anything where you feel the need to cling to someone or something out of fear is unhealthy attachment. And we do that because we think that whatever that thing is, it's giving us something that we don't know how to give ourselves. So it could be money, it could be love, it could be safety and security, it could be a number of things. What makes it unhealthy is that it comes at a cost, right? Like having that thing actually isn't good for you. Like that relationship isn't actually good for you. That habit isn't actually good for you. That belief isn't actually good for you. And healthy attachment would also involve being able to let something go. Like the moment something isn't good for you, you're able to let it go. So what does a relationship look like without unhealthy attachment? There's boundaries. Healthy boundaries, like you respect each other's personal space, you respect each other's values, you respect each other's needs. There's like a clear understanding of each person's limit and you stay within the limits. Both people feel safe to express themselves. There is emotional independence where one person isn't like taking care of the other. Like they care for each other, but they're not reliant on the other person for their emotional stability or their happiness. There is an autonomy of self, right? Like you're not looking for the other person to complete you. There's non-possessiveness. There's no jealousy or control or a need to like, you need to do something a certain way in order for me to feel good. So it's basically the definition of what love is. Like attachment is the exact opposite of genuine love. I think the biggest attachment that we have is to the narrative that relationships should be for life. And this is something that has been fed to us socially, whether it's through religion or through patriarchy or through any of those bullshit things. When you view relationships through the lens of non-attachment, you're not attached to an outcome. So for life isn't really something that you would necessarily agree to, right? You live in the present moment. And so in this moment, everything that's happening feels good and I want to continue doing it. So making a promise for life is like really counterintuitive to non-attachment. So a relationship without attachment would be simply choosing every day to be together, not needing to be together. And the reality is your energy shows the difference. Like my ex would say he chooses me, but his energy was that of need. And I think if it's coming from a need, that's when it's unhealthy attachment.